Hey everyone, coffee, anxiety, and love. I am Shelly Rivera. How is everybody doing today, this brand new year 2025? I hope you had a very safe and happy new year and festivities with loved ones, friends, family, whatever it was. I hope you truly had a great time. As for CJ and myself, we were asleep at 9 o'clock at night, so we kind of missed everything. Besides, we couldn't really see anything out here. We're too far out. We thought about coming up to the hill by the house and looking out over the pasture and seeing if we could see anything, but we were already warm and snuggly in the trailer, so we weren't coming out. All right, guys, January 1, 2025. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you happen to be new to the channel, I'm Shelly Rivera. I'm a full-time RVer with my husband, CJ Rivera. We ventured out March of last year, 2024. We have not really been traveling too much. He's working as a ranch hand, and we've been on a 30-acre private property since March, which really is a blessing in itself. We've been able to acclimate to life on the road, struggling with life on the road, and overcoming those struggles and learning how to live this way. One of the big things for me personally, I don't know my husband, but for me personally, the biggest struggle was overcoming myself, like a lot of fears that I had about coming out here. And then also learning how to work and live out here as a housewife. That was a big challenge. Learning how to cook outside, doing the kind of camping, cooking outside, and things like that. Learning how to budget, learning how to shop for as long of a time as possible, buying enough food for as long as a time as possible, but yet still not buying too much to where we have an overabundance and we don't have space in our trailer. So there's been a lot of things that we've learned along the way. So with all that said, CJ and myself do feel we're in a better position. We maybe have a few more months here, but we will be, transitioning to either another property or just going on the road and finding places to explore. Um, but because of the way we've been allowed to acclimate ourselves to this kind of lifestyle, we've been very blessed and fortunate to be able to do that. And I know once we do get on the road, we will have so much more knowledge about how it is to get past some of the struggles that we've encountered here on the property. Okay, so that's coffee, anxiety, and love. Coffee comes from the fact that I love coffee. Anxiety is because I deal with that on a freaking daily basis. I'm a mom of two, grandma of six, and this is my second marriage, so anxiety just comes with the territory. And love because, well, who doesn't have, well, I don't know. Most people do, but I don't know. But I have so much love in my heart for everybody. Um, it was a no-brainer for me on the title of my vlog or blog, whatever it is. So, all right. So January 1, 2025, of course, everybody's setting their New Year's resolutions, which I haven't really heard that word too much this year or at the end of this year. I really haven't. I don't know why. I'll kind of look into that later on my own. But a lot of what I'm seeing is more of goal setting and achievements and vision boarding. And I've done the vision board once or twice before, and I really want to do one again. I want to get my vision board done before the end of the month. I didn't really prepare for that. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was trying to focus more on getting more traffic and getting monetized on social media and YouTube. That vision boarding was there way, way, way in the back. So that is a goal that I'm setting for myself, a short term goal to have my vision board done by the end of January. Okay. Um, like I said, I didn't hear too much on New Year's resolutions, but I was hearing a lot on goals and achieving your goals and missed goals and all this other stuff that comes with, uh, setting your own standards and setting things for yourself that you want to reach, accomplishments or whatever it is. So, yeah, I heard a lot about goals, not so much um, resolutions. So here we go. For this year, 2025, and I'm going to be looking away because I'm reading off my notes that I have off to the side. I'm kind of like in an open area. There's no table or no nothing here. I was at the front of the property here, the house, to do my video, but it's on that side. There's no sun and it's cold, so I had to come on the side of the house. And yeah, there's no table or anything for me to work on, so I'm kind of working on the edge of the house. So yeah, basically, we're gonna start talking about goals, and this is gonna be in several different parts, and we're gonna work through all this month, setting goals, uh, making goals attainable and achievable, not over exerting yourself or overwhelming yourself with goals, and the timing on the goals, and exactly what goals you want to set for yourself. And so that's where we're going to start. First, we're going to identify, what are some of the things you want to accomplish this year? What are some of the things that you didn't maybe accomplish last year? Like you set goals last year, great. Did you accomplish all of them? And if you didn't, that's okay. Um, let's roll those goals over into 2025 and do better at trying to accomplish those goals. One of my biggest goals was being more consistent and trying to get myself monetized by the end of 2024, which I missed that mark completely. But I truly didn't do enough research as to what I was diving into and what the commitment was and what I needed to do for me in order to reach that goal. And it was a lot more work than I expected. And it took me a long, long, long time to figure out this is my job. I own Luna Fitness Evolution. And it was just funny because I had put a post out. I came to realize that when I put a post out about, hey, does anybody have any work from home, legitimate work from home deals, this, that, and the other. And a friend of CJ's responded to me and started talking to me. And she says, oh, well, let me see your resume. And I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. So I sent her my resume. And she goes, you need to fix it. And I'm like, fix what? Everything's fine. And I kind of, like, who is she to tell me to fix my resume? She don't know anything about me. What's wrong with it? But what she was trying to tell me was, you own a company. You work Luna Fitness Evolution. She goes, whether you're making money or not, that's what your company is. You own that job. That's your job. I'm like, well, yeah. She goes, okay, well then that needs to reflect, your resume needs to reflect that. I'm like, what? She goes, you have that you only worked till the time you left your house, from then till whatever, and when you left the house, you stopped doing Luna Fitness Evolution, it looks like. I'm like, no, I'm still doing it. She goes, and your resume needs to reflect that. That's your present position. You've been working since whatever year to now, you're working Luna Fitness. And I honestly, I didn't think about it. And I told her, you know what? I do that every day. I try to get clients and I try to motivate people and I try to encourage people. And I talk about it on, my social media, I talk about it on YouTube and all this other stuff. And to me, I just don't see it as a job. I see it as something I love doing. And I want to educate people and I want people to get healthier. And it's just not a job. But it is. That's my job. That's what I do. That's what I want to do for a living. So from that, I started thinking about everything else that I was doing, the YouTubes and social media and my website. And I'm like, all this is what I do as my job. This is how I'm trying to make my living, but yet I'm not treating it as such. So then that became my first and foremost, most important goal, to treat everything that I do and been doing as my job. That is the only way I'm going to make money doing this, is if I'm consistent and do my job every day. Just like anybody else that goes to a 9 to 5. They have to do that job, 5 days a week. And that's the kind of commitment I need to make. But then even more, because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm working on my own. So basically, until I start making the money that I need, I can't stop working. There's no days off for me. That's my goal. And I have a number goal. I have a number goal that goes with the goal of me treating this as a job. I have a monetary goal that says, this is the number I need every month for me to be okay living on the road. And it's not a big number. It's really not. We don't need a lot, and we've learned how to live very minimal. But yet there's still a number there. And I want that number to stay, because if anybody ever needs anything or there's something that happens, I need that amount. So those became my first goals. Without even thinking about it, those were my first goals. And goals are a tricky and difficult, but yet easy thing. I know that sounds weird, but they're tricky because you first have to realize what actually is your goal. What is a goal? What does goal mean to you? To me, it means something that I can attainably accomplish, that shows me that I'm doing what I need to do for me, so that I can I can live sustainably and be happy and find, gratitude in everything I do, and be grateful for what I do. The money that comes with that, that's great. But the satisfaction to know that I'll be happy and have gratitude and be grateful for the blessings that are thrown my way, that's the ultimate goal for me. So what kind of goals do you need to set? Maybe yours aren't so spiritual and in depth. Maybe yours is as easy as, I need to lose, 10 pounds in 3 months. Cool. That's a good goal. It's a very short-term goal, precise, to the point, easy. Or maybe it's a goal as an entrepreneur. You have a money mark that you want to hit by the end of the year. You want to be making, 6, 7, 8 figures at the end of the year. Aggressive, but cool. So what are the things that you need to do in between right now, January 1 and December 30th of the end of this year, that you need to do in order to reach your goal of making 6, 7, 8 figure, lifestyle, you know? So what are those things that you need? And that's a big commitment, a big goal, a big long-term goal. And sometimes that becomes overwhelming for us. So in order to set goals that are going to be attainable for you and that are going to work for your lifestyle, you have to take into consideration so many factors. And you have to know, number one, what are these goals that I want to set? How many goals do you want to set? Which one of these goals are very extremely important to me, that are like top priority? I need to hit that mark. And which of these goals are going to be, okay, this is a goal for me, for my health, cool, if I get it done, it's going to be better for me. If I don't hit the mark, it's going to be okay. And then what are those goals that are just going to be self-care goals? Like, I want to read, a book a month. I want to read, 10 pages a night. I want to go out and I want to, take pictures of different things. I want to go on a hike every week or 2 days or whatever, whatever it is. All those are goals and accomplishments and achievements that you need for you and you only. So goals are important. If you want to call them New Year's resolutions, that's fine. I like the word goal better. It gives me a sense of accomplishment more than a resolution. I don't know. That's just me. That's just in my head. That's how I think. So, what are some of those goals that you're looking at? Have you even thought about it? Do you want to? Do you need to make those goals? There's short-term goals. There's long-term goals. There's so many different kinds of goals that you can, lay down for yourself. Don't be afraid to do it. So, and it could be as simple as, I want to make a vision board before the end of the month. Could be that easy. Which, in a way, I got to figure out how I'm going to get that done, because I don't have no kind of magazines or pictures or anything available to me to do that. So I'm going to have to put a post out and see if anybody would, be willing to hand off some of their magazines, if people even read magazines anymore. That's the number one thing. It's hard to find that stuff because nobody does it anymore. Nobody does paper copy anything. Everything's electronic. I'm old school. I like paper. I may contribute to the landfill, but whatever. So I'm going to leave you with that. Let's figure out, do you want to make goals? Do you need to set goals? What kind of goals do you want to set for yourself? Are these long-term goals or are these short-term goals? Are these career-based goals? Are these educational goals to better position yourself for, a job? Maybe you want a promotion. So you have to take these classes in order to, get that next promotion, work that next step up the ladder. Do you want to change your career altogether? Do you want to start doing a craft goal or some kind of goal like that could eventually lead into you having a side hustle, which would eventually lead you into being a full-time entrepreneur? Not working for anybody but yourself? So what kind of goals do you want to set? And then I want you to set 2 short-term goals, 2 long-term goals, and 2 fun goals. Goals that whether you do them or not, it doesn't matter. You just want to be able to do them. I want to paint a picture. I want to pick more pictures. I want to color more. I want to bake more. I want to spend time with my kids more. I want to spend time with my family more. I want to do more outdoor activities, something fun. Don't think about it too much. So 6 goals, real easy. Two of those, maybe they're, I guess the long-term goals are a little bit difficult, and we'll break them down, a little bit better. Long-term goals take some planning, and don't worry, it's not going to be overwhelming. We'll walk through it together. So set your goals, put them in the comments or write them down somewhere. Next time we get together, I want you to think about those 6 goals that we are setting, and we'll go step by step in how to help all of us accomplish all of our goals. And I'm going to sit down and do the same. I'm going to set my 6 goals. I already have 1 short term. Actually, I have 2 somewhat short term goals. I need to lose 30 pounds by February 15th. I know I'm not going to. I don't want to be that aggressive, but at least 10 to 15 would be really cool by the 15th of February. And then I need to do my vision board by the end of this month. So 2 really quick, easy, short-term goals. Come with me. Let's go on an adventure. It'll be fun. Next time, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about your goals and how we need to break those down and figure out a plan for us to accomplish them. Love you guys.